I just want to remind everyone that we said that we were boycotting Black Friday, we were boycotting Cyber Monday because we're giving the middle finger to the government for doing the stuff that they're doing. But I want to tell you something. If something that I knew was $3,000 is now $14.99, yeah, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it.
There goes the entire movement in 10 seconds flat. This is why consumer boycotts fail. Because outrage has a price point, and apparently that price point is $14.99. You can't lead a revolution if you're also checking your cart for promo codes. That's not activism, that's just shopping with extra steps and a moral filter. Here's the real talk. If you're serious about opting out of consumerism, you opt out completely. No browsing, no just looking, no well this one thing is different. Companies know this about us. They know principles fold under pressure. That's why Black Friday exists. Either commit or don't, but stop pretending discount shopping is a form of protest.
I have a question. Just like in general. So I've seen a lot of things on this app and, all other social media platforms about blacking out the holidays, like not spending the money that you normally would on gifts and parties and food to kind of show the government that, we have the ability to decide with our dollar and we're not contributing to this economy with the world in the state that it's in. I like the idea, and the question that I have is, what does this look like realistically? Like, I suppose you could probably hand make your gifts. Can someone just I don't know. I've been looking on Google for ways to do it, and I just keep seeing more information about the idea itself and less about how people actually execute it. So my question is that has anybody done this before, personally, you and your family? And if you did, what did your holidays look like when doing this? Because I would love to explore ways to be more conscious when it comes to the holiday season. So any tips or, I don't want to make you do any work. If you have a website or a link or something like that has a bit more information, because I have tried looking, myself, and I just haven't really found much about, like I said, specific execution. So yeah, any help would be great.
This might be the most honest take on American culture I've heard. Grateful at 6 p.m., fist fighting over electronics by 6 a.m., and somehow we act like this is normal. But here's what people miss. This isn't accidental chaos. It's engineered. The whole system is built to keep you cycling through emotions, gratitude, guilt, urgency, consumption, repeat. Black Friday isn't about deals. It's about manufactured scarcity. Buy now or lose out forever. Except that same TV will be on sale again in 3 weeks. They just need you to believe it won't be. And it works. Every single year. The real move, recognize the pattern and step out of it. You don't have to participate in the chaos just because everyone else is. Self-awareness is the only real opt-out button. Everything else is just performance.
Hey guys, so a couple of weeks ago I posted that I was giving away gift cards. I only got a few responses, but guess what? I sent those out this morning. And instead of gift cards, I'm just going to Cash App. So if you or someone you know needs help for this holiday, like Thanksgiving or whatever, I know everybody's boycotting and stuff, but some people aren't. So if you're not that person and you did not vote for Trump, hit me up. And I just sent $1,200 out today. And I'll do it again. So let me know.
Please don't invite me to your Friendsgiving. Thanksgiving dinner is a once-a-year endurance test. So why the I want a pregame with the same meal only days before? I'm too old for a potluck where half the dishes are burnt or somehow vegan. Half the time, the turkey's drier than my New England winter skin. Friendsgiving? So we're doing Thanksgiving cosplay now? I'll pass.
Is anyone else feeling like they're just forcing themselves to go through the motion this pre-Thanksgiving week? Like, was the story of the Pilgrims and the Native Americans even real? Are all the turkeys sexually abused? Fake history, fake traditions, fake food. I literally can't fucking do it anymore.
I feel like we all know and can accept at this point that living in America, some things are just absolutely insane about it. And I feel like Thanksgiving week really puts that on display. Monday, Tuesday, we're all at our jobs pretending to be working for our 8, 9, 10-hour shifts. By Wednesday, everybody goes home. Wednesday night, everybody's out at the bar for Blackout Wednesday, getting absolutely shithoused. Somehow the following morning, everybody's up at 7 a.m. We're watching football games. We're doing turkey trots. We're starting to cook the turkeys. Some people are accidentally burning their houses down. Thursday night, everybody's around the table. You're sitting around the table with grandma. Everybody's giving thanks. It's so wholesome, so kumbaya. And then boom, Friday morning, everybody's at the Macy's beating the shit out of each other for a brand new air fryer. I mean, you can't even write this kind of chaos. You can't even script this kind of chaos.
Frozen turkey, Wednesday evening, 5:38 p.m. This is what happens when you confuse intention with preparation. Most people approach the holidays exactly like this. Big plans, zero execution, then panic when reality hits. Here's the fix. Stop trying to be perfect. Nobody cares if the turkey's Instagram worthy. They care if you're present and not spiraling. Scale back. Buy pre-made sides. Make it potluck. Suffering through the holidays doesn't make you noble. It just makes you exhausted.
So I'm going shopping for Thanksgiving, and I've had the most trouble finding any Thanksgiving-themed things anymore. It's like everything is already Christmas, and literally, when I tell you I found like one little thing of leaf napkins, and everything else was just Christmas and like Hanukkah. But what about Thanksgiving? We can't just forget about Thanksgiving. Do you guys like skip over Thanksgiving decorating and go straight to Christmas? Like, am I just like out of the loop? But I feel like I need to celebrate Thanksgiving still.
Okay, now let me ask you all a question. Today is Wednesday, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. This is a turkey. Not just any turkey. This is my mama's turkey for Thanksgiving for tomorrow. That's in my possession because she didn't have enough room in her freezer. Now, I never cooked a Thanksgiving turkey before, but shouldn't you have your turkey cooking at this point? It's like 5:38. 5:38 on the Wednesday. Should it already be like seasoned and marinated or in the oven or something? Y'all let me know if I'm gonna still have a Thanksgiving turkey. Thanksgiving is about to be canceled, I think.
You got roaches. I'm eating pizza. This is what healthy boundaries actually look like. We've been conditioned to believe family obligation overrides everything, including basic health, safety, and self-respect. And that's insane. You are allowed to say no. You're allowed to prioritize your own comfort and peace. You're allowed to skip events that make you miserable, unsafe, or uncomfortable. And if people guilt you, that's manipulation, not love. The holidays amplify this toxic obligation culture. People expect you to tolerate things you'd never accept any other time of year just because it's family or it's tradition. Stop falling for it. Your boundaries matter more than someone else's feelings about your boundaries. Period.
We're all just so empathetic with everything that's going on with ICE and everything. It just baffles my mind that we can be so empathetic to what is going on right now, but we don't realize that history has repeated itself over and over and over again, and it's like, when is the cycle going to stop? The cycle doesn't stop unless we stop the cycle, and I've screamed it from the rooftops as long as I've fully gotten the history. For the last 5 years, I have not been celebrating. I would go to Thanksgivings, and it would always just be a time for everybody to go around the table and be like, oh, I'm so grateful, but then everybody would get hammered, including me. Don't say I am. I was an alcoholic, and it was just a time for me to get fucked up, and now that I am almost 5 years alcohol-free, the wool got taken off of my eyes. I know so much about history, true, real history of not only the United States, but on a worldly level, that there's no way my body won't even let me celebrate these things if I wanted to, because those were my brothers and sisters. Those were people that I loved in different timelines, and their lives got taken away from them, so why would I be celebrating that?
I try to figure out how I'm gonna make this video regarding this holiday that's tomorrow, which is Thanksgiving. So I ain't cooking. So one of my relatives decides to call and says, you can come over for Thanksgiving. The fuck not.
Everything's closed, like it is every year, and people are still surprised. This is a federal holiday. This isn't new information. Yet every Thanksgiving, someone's panicking at 9 p.m. trying to find cranberry sauce. You're not going to. That's the answer. Here's the lesson. Plan ahead or accept imperfection. Those are your options. But also, if your entire holiday is ruined because Target's closed, your priorities are completely backwards. Thanksgiving isn't about having every dish perfect. It's about showing up and being present. If you need a 24-hour store to make that happen, you've already lost the plot.
This bitch got roaches. No. And then I'm like, them shits travel. No. And then this person still goes on to say, you still could come over. What, and stand in the cold? You want me to still come over for Thanksgiving and stand in the cold? Not for no food, I ain't standing in no motherfucking cold. And no one cannot come in because you got roaches. I said I'm gonna eat pizza for Thanksgiving. That's it. Like, nah. I hate when a family member do that. Nah, I can't come over this holiday. Sorry. You enjoy that food and you be thankful for it. I'm gonna be thankful I ain't get your roaches. Bye.
So are we sticking to the plan that we're boycotting Thanksgiving? Because guys, I love me some motherfucking dressing, man. I love me some motherfucking dressing. I'm trying to stay strong. I know I put the video out there. I know I put the message to do it. But if you ain't cooking, you still boycotting, right? I'm just going over and get some motherfucking dressing, man. I love me some motherfucking dressing with some fucking cranberry sauce. Golly.
Just in case you're wondering where you cannot go on Thanksgiving Day, these are the places that are going to be closed. I'm just going to save you a trip. So we have Aldi's, Best Buy, Costco, Walmart, Target, and Trader Joe's, all closed. Kohl's, Sephora, Ulta, closed. Taco Bell, Chick-fil-A, obviously, closed. Home Depot, JCPenney's, IKEA, Lowe's, TJ Maxx, and Marshall's. Home Goods, closed. Olive Garden and Outback, closed. Longhorn Steakhouse, PetSmart, Hobby Lobby, Hy-Vee, Menards will be closed. Burlington, Michael's, the Mall of America, closed up. Publix Pharmacy will be closed also. Chili's, Cheesecake Factory, Chipotle, Crumble, so get your cookies now. Firehouse, Subs, Jimmy John's, Panera, Raising Cane's, Steak and Shake, and Zaxby's, all closed. I'm sure there's going to be thousands more closed, but I was just giving you a heads up on a few that I knew of. Y'all have a happy Thanksgiving.
Boycott consumerism. Also run to Hobby Lobby. Fall decor is 90% off. And there it is. Everyone wants to be morally superior until there's a sale. Then suddenly principles become flexible real fast. Look, I'm not saying don't shop. I'm saying own it. If you're going to participate in consumer culture, be honest about it. But don't wrap your shopping trips in performative activism. You're not boycotting anything. You're just buying different stuff at different stores. Real impact comes from intentional spending year-round. Support small businesses. Buy less, buy better. Stop treating every holiday like a moral test you can pass by posting the right caption. Running to Hobby Lobby isn't a revolution. It's just bargain hunting with a guilt complex.
Hey, so this is going to sound like a hot take, but it's really not. If you decide to celebrate Thanksgiving this year, you're a fucking asshole. And in this climate right now, where there are hundreds of thousands of millions of people that can't afford food, and you decide to go and gorge yourself on a Thanksgiving meal and spend so much money for companies that literally are greedy multi-billion-dollar companies, we're just not the same. My partner and I haven't celebrated Thanksgiving for about 5 years now. I am part Native, so obviously there's a part of it that's historical for me, which it truly should be that way for everybody, since this fucking holiday is built off of murder. Fucking murder. But again, like I said, the climate of the world and everything that's going on, especially in the United States, really Thanksgiving should be banned. We should be banning it. We should be boycotting it. Boycotting the parade, boycotting everything to do with Thanksgiving, because it's honestly disgusting, and it's one of those holidays where it's just the excess of it all is, I mean, it makes me sick to my stomach. And it should for you too. But if you still are a sheeple, which a lot of people are, and I'm hoping and praying this doesn't go to people like that on their For You page, but whatever. I am polarizing, and you're either going to get it or you're not. But if you decide that you still want to do it, get the fuck away from me. That's all I got to say. And if you are someone who hears me and you're like, damn, yeah, she's right, then come on, stand up. You know, it's time. It really is time for us to stand up for what's right. It's been a very long time coming. And like I said, it's a holiday that is built off the backs of people that were killed. And yet every year they have to see people celebrating a time that was really horrendous to them. Said that at 222. Okay.
Now we're at the Thanksgiving is genocide, and if you celebrate your evil stage. And look, the history is complicated. The sanitized version we learned in school, absolutely whitewashed. That's not up for debate. But here's the nuance most people skip. Intention matters. Most people aren't celebrating colonialism. They're celebrating family, gratitude, and connection. You can acknowledge problematic origins and choose to evolve the meaning into something personal. That's not erasing history, it's moving forward consciously. If you genuinely believe participation is wrong, don't participate. That's completely valid. But judging everyone else while you're shopping Black Friday sales the next day, that's not principles, that's performance. Moral consistency requires follow-through. Otherwise, you're just virtue signaling for engagement.
All right, y'all, it is time to run to Hobby Lobby because the rest of fall is now 90% off. You're looking for anything that says this, fall of 2025 on the tag because it is now 90% off. Like these viral stacking pumpkins are now just $8. These jumbo pumpkins are now just $20. Minnie and Mickey are both $3. And lots of stuff you can still use this Thanksgiving. Like these paper plates are now only 39 cents and these paper plates are only 79 cents. All of this tableware that you can still use this Thanksgiving. These glasses were only $1. This mug set was only $2. And these pillows were only $2. And there were tons at my store and lots of doormats. There's lots of kitchenware that doesn't have pumpkins on it that you could actually use all year round. These were only 59 cents. Of course, there was a lot of decor and tons of kitchenware that you can use all year round. This was only $1, and there was so much more. But you do not want to wait. You definitely want to hurry. It's going to go fast. And as always, happy shopping, y'all.
This is the first Thanksgiving Eve that I am not home in my hometown since I was born, literally. Like that truly, if you ask me my favorite holiday, it wasn't Thanksgiving. It was Thanksgiving because we didn't call it Blackout Wednesday. That's like a Gen Z thing. We called it Thanksgiving Eve. And it was just like the best night. Like everyone in my high school, all ages, went home to like one bar, you know, the typical. And I just feel like this year I've just been on the go. I just like didn't want to traumatize myself again, you know? Like we've had our fun. I'm 30 now. Not saying I'm not having fun. It's just like something about like when a holiday continuously becomes not the best, it's like, why fight it? So it feels quite peaceful. Like I'm just like organizing around my apartment, doing things. I'm gonna cook myself a nice dinner. I feel like I haven't cooked for myself in a few weeks. And I'm not gonna be hungover tomorrow. And it's a very exciting feeling knowing that. I'm just gonna sleep wonderfully tonight. Not judging anyone who's going to, because I'm all for partying, you know? And my question for you, I decided since I'm gonna be here my first Thanksgiving in New York City during the day, is there anywhere in New York City that does one of those? I've always wanted one, never had one. One of those like Thanksgiving sandwiches where it has the stuffing and the turkey and the cranberry sauce and all that inside a sandwich, because I would die for one. Die. Please let me know if you have a recommendation and I'll get it and I will eat it with you on camera. Okay? Happy. We'll never call it Blackout Wednesday. Happy Thanksgiving Eve to all that celebrate.
On the fence about celebrating Thanksgiving holiday or not? Well, let me just share this with you.
Finally, the real conversation we needed. Stop expecting hosts to pay for everything. If you're invited to someone's home for a meal that costs hundreds of dollars to prepare, and you show up empty-handed expecting to eat for free and take leftovers home, you're the problem. Hosting is labor. It's time, money, energy, shopping, cooking, cleaning. The bare minimum you can do is contribute. Bring a side, bring drinks, offer cash toward groceries. something. And if you're hosting and people aren't respecting that, stop hosting. Seriously, go to a restaurant, make it potluck, set clear expectations up front. Nobody owes you their stress and their savings account just because it's tradition. This is the practical advice people actually need. Communicate boundaries, expect reciprocity, and stop letting guilt drain you dry. If people don't respect your effort, they don't get invited back. Simple.
As followers of the Most High, and we're striving to walk in obedience, we have to be knowledgeable. Thanksgiving, the actual holiday, is associated with colonial violence, bloodshed. There's a lot of unlifing that took place, major slaughter. Pagan worship is associated with that day as well. This is what you're celebrating. Spirits, conjuring up spirits, rituals. So it matters whether you participate or not. So before you stuffing that food into your mouth, think about this. Is this of Yahuwah?
Every year, the night before Thanksgiving in Bowling Green, Ohio, we celebrate Blackout Wednesday, which is pretty much where everyone from out of town comes in and we go downtown Bowling Green and just get so drunk at the bars. But this year I lost my good friend and drinking buddy, so I'm not going to be back in Bowling Green this year, which is like really difficult. But I wanted to just make this video to say that if you're struggling this year, you're not alone. And I know that the holidays can be like really tough, and especially this year for me in particular and everyone that's been affected by the passing of Kapil, that it's a year full of firsts, and I'm just thankful that so many people get to be together through all of this and mourn together. And I hope that whatever you're going through, you have a resource to do that as well. It's a different Thanksgiving this year, but I'm surrounded by so many people that love me and remember Kapil the same way I remember him, and we get to talk about him, and that's what I am clinging to. So I love you all. I hope you have a really good Thanksgiving and find reasons to smile. And we hang on to hope that it can get better, and then it will get better. All right. Love y'all.
Okay, y'all. So I'm seeing videos about people talking about they canceling Thanksgiving all over my timeline because people don't want to contribute. First of all, number one, I don't know who made up the rule that because somebody is hosting Thanksgiving at their house, that they're responsible for providing all the food. I don't know who started that. Now, if you got your paper long and you just want to have people come over, eat, drink, and be merry, and you got it like that to feed 15, 20 people, then hey, what's your address? But it is 2025. Groceries are high as a giraffe's ass. Don't nobody have time to be hosting. Gotta set up, clean up, and then buy all the food. Let me tell y'all something. I got 3 brothers, right? And we never have Thanksgiving at my house because I always do a Christmas brunch every year. So Christmas is my thing. So I don't never host Thanksgiving. Don't ever plan on it, right? We rotate between my 3 brothers' homes, right? I'm vegan. I don't even eat nothing that they're eating at Thanksgiving. But we all make sure that everybody else brings the sides, brings everything. Everybody, we don't give money because we don't want one person responsible for all the cooking either. But everybody will bring something. My brother's bringing the rice, one of the turkeys. I'm bringing the juice, the stuff for the punch for the juice my mother used to make growing up. I'm bringing a sweet potato pie. I'm bringing a bundt cake. My brother's making the yams and the macaroni and cheese. My niece is making another pan of macaroni and cheese. Like, everybody's contributing. Nobody wants nobody going broke for Thanksgiving. And then y'all want to get to-go plates, bring your containers, 3 or 4 to-go plates and you ain't put a dime in and you ain't contributed nothing? All you brought was your happy ass and a smile? And then you go and walk out of the house nice, happy, and full? Free of charge? I don't think so. If you go into somebody's family and somebody asks you to give some dollars, let me tell you something. If I can eat and enjoy, I give you $30. I contribute to my family's Thanksgiving and I don't even eat the shit there. I contribute and I bring my own food for myself. Ain't nobody got time for that shit in 2025. These groceries are too expensive. People need to stop. And then when people shut it down and say, fuck it, I'm going to Golden Corral. Then everybody gonna have an attitude. I'm going to Boston Market. Then everybody gonna be mad. Stop being tacky and help. Can't everybody canceling Thanksgiving because family and friends can't do right. Hosting Thanksgiving at your house don't mean you gotta buy everything. What the hell?
So what did we actually learn from all this? That people want change without cost, principles without sacrifice, moral high ground without the climb. And honestly, that tracks. We're human. Contradictions are kind of our thing. But here's where it matters. If you're going to take a stand, take it. If you're going to participate, own it. But stop performing outrage online just to fold the second something goes on sale. Thanksgiving doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be political. It just has to be whatever you decide it is, as long as you're honest about that decision. Make your choice, stick to it, and stop waiting for the internet to validate whether you're doing it right. Drop a comment. What's your move this year? All in? Opting out? Pizza and peace? If this hit, smash that like button and share it with someone drowning in holiday guilt. And subscribe, because Christmas is coming and that discourse is going to be even messier. See you next time. So what did we learn? That economics isn't political, it's math. And when the numbers don't add up, reality catches up fast. We learned that authoritarianism doesn't announce itself with tanks. It shows up as federal raids, court corruption, and families intense, while empty houses sit vacant. We learned you can't destroy trade relationships, deport your workforce, and spike inflation, then act shocked when everything collapses. The people in this video are living proof. Working families losing homes, communities under occupation, justice weaponized for revenge. This isn't the America anyone wanted, except the people profiting off the chaos. Here's what matters now. Solidarity. Real solidarity. Not the performative kind. The kind where we recognize we're all getting squeezed by the same system while FX whiting each other over crumbs. Pay attention. Get involved. Support your community. And remember every detail when someone tries convincing you this is normal. Because it's not normal. It's a choice. And it only stops when we stop it. Drop a comment. Share this. Subscribe if you want to keep tracking this collapse. This has been Mind Mirror. Stay awake.